Uh, so you started to go into the work that you've done, wanting to, I gather, combine technology and what you know about technology and with consciousness and with physical health. And so you've got this company called Evolve Biologics, biologics spelled with an X rather than a CS, which, so tell us about that. I believe there's a smartphone product that's in development, and tell us what you are comfortable telling us. I don't know whether it's highly secretive or not.
Oh, it's coming along. Yeah, so after Everest, coming down and being in this position where somehow cancer had left my life through this long journey of yoga and meditation and psychedelic medicine and so many interesting people. I mean, shamanism is more than just taking a plant. It's a journey of an inner world. And as I meditated deeper, there was all kinds of interesting phenomena that happened that I don't know your meditation experience specifically, but probably for some of your users, meditating 6 to 8 hours a day, the world changes in a lot of different ways. And so these experiences to kind of navigate through something that medicine said wasn't possible led me to a place of understanding that was very different than the world. And as a business person, I wasn't really sure how to bridge that. Do you become a teacher? Do you become a writer and author? Do I do different businesses? And coming off Everest, I had this vision to make a drink that 100 million people would drink daily that would help them relax. Instead of caffeine or alcohol, something that was more conscious. So we started using two botanicals, kava and kratom, which is beautifully controversial these days, but wonderfully safe and beneficial from the science that we funded and supported and provided to the regulatory agencies. And so I grew this business to 100 million in annual revenue, and then sold it. And all through that journey, I really had this feeling that it wasn't the deepest truth. I became more of a business person in consumer products than really realizing what I had understood about why I was here. And my statement all the way through that journey was that the only medicine we needed was our breath and awareness. And I always really wanted to understand how to bring that to people. And so after selling the last business, I spent some time just reading and learning and meditating and sort of thinking about what I wanted to do and endeavoring into what I call quantified consciousness was really what got me excited. And we live in this world where we have mind and awareness and emotions, and then we have technology, and these things are very separate. The algorithms that make decisions about who gets a loan, or what your social score is in China, or algorithms are everywhere in our life. It's very different than the nature of human awareness and the human spirit, and so we don't fully understand what consciousness is, let alone whether we can measure it or not. But the idea of starting to measure in some way the journey that I had, the awareness that it changed from someone who was so in conflict with his inner self that he had all these health manifestations that at one point were really close to killing him, to coming to a place that peace and love and joy are accessible in any moment, and can become the dominant experience of life, along with an enhanced ability to change and integrate with the world in ways that are very supportive of the revolutions that I think are coming, the changes that I think are coming. This really became motivating to me. And so the question was, what kind of technology can sense the human state and awareness? And there were some great places. So the vision with Evolve Biologics is to utilize technology and particularly sensor fusion, various dynamics of the body, to understand how we experience the world, and then to combine what I think exists as a threat out there, artificial intelligence, to integrate that into that cycle in a way that it becomes an enhanced natural intelligence. We can understand what's under the surface with that iceberg, and that we can understand who we are on a daily basis, and that we can receive help in those moments that matter most, and that we can sort of implement ourselves on a program to change. And I became really inspired of the idea of, what if we could measure love? What would it look like if we could measure love in our relationship with ourselves and with people that we meet and with each other? And so that's kind of the endeavor we've been on. And it turns out the heart has a signal. You know all about this.
Yeah. Are you working with the people at Heart Math by any chance? I interviewed
Yeah,
one of those people.
exactly. Yeah, HeartMath has been such a beautiful inspiration for the world. They've been pioneers in this field, and they've, for me, I've reviewed the extensive literature on heart rate variability. They've very well established that that the heart has a language and a rhythm and a signature that's beyond the heartbeat, but in the nature of the heart. And so that's partly where we started, was to look at the work that had been published just generally on HRV as well as HeartMath, and to start to bring more advanced technology into it, machine learning, to recognize the unique patterns, to find deeper meanings. In the same way that we mine the stock market to find how do we make more money, we're applying math and empowering individuals to mine their own experience, their own heart, so they can listen, to tune in a little bit deeper and find more love.